Okay, so we're gonna start. Welcome to Tales from the Tarnished Jewel and Beyond, um, a Dungeon Crawl Classics podcast. Nice timing with the beer opening. Well done. I am your judge, Will. We are playing something of my own creation to clear the name of these two scallywags. Is that so? I'll allow them. I'll have them introduce themselves.
Hey,
Uh, Go ahead,
uh,
Brian.
my name's Brian. I am playing Jude, who is a warrior, and Lysander, who's an angel and a warrior, as well as their squire, Darrow, who's a cleric.
All right, and I'm Dave, and I have three elves. So I have Yoshimi at level 4, and I have and Kim and Faye at level 1, I believe. Yes.
Great. And so we last left off. Y'all had scaled this tower of Zihoni and found a way in, fought off a couple of basilisks, sorry, before. Uh, did not get turned to stone because I was like, ooh, maybe as a side mission I shouldn't kill a character by turning them into a
A
statue.
little too spicy.
A little spicy. Although I think I've written this thing to be a little spicy. So,
As usual.
Dungeon Crawl Classics. Um, and I think when we left, Lysander had dropped in and seen this giant spider. And then Yoshimi dropped in and, whoa, much like the dice flying everywhere, touched the strand of the spider web, raising the spider's awareness of your intrusion into the tower. And we were just about to roll for initiative. So let's do that.
Can't wait.
5 for Dave.
Team.
13.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well then, Brian, you're going to go first. So only Lysander and Yoshimi are in this room. Everyone else is still on the roof of this tower.
She's trapped in the web, correct?
Yoshimi,
Yes.
yes, Yoshimi is trapped in the web. I wrote some rules for this, so we'll deal with that in the next. We'll deal with that as we need to.
Okay. Well then Lysander is going to try and cut her down as
Okay,
his heroic action, like
sure,
attack the web or whatever.
sure.
So three, that will succeed.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll an attack versus the web?
No, if that's all you're doing, I'll just say that you cut the web free. And I have it here to make strength checks for weapons so that they don't get stuck. But because it's a mighty heroic deed, we'll call that you slice it cleanly through, so you don't even have to worry about it. And I guess I
Alrighty.
should also add that there's a passage into kind of a hallway, like a landing. And that passageway is open.
That's that little square on the left there.
Yeah, yeah.
That is a passageway. Okay. Cool.
Okay. What else, Brian?
And then Jude is going to try and move down to assist.
Sure.
Jump down onto the ground level, I guess,
Yep.
while avoiding getting tangled in the webs.
Okay. Just make a reflex save as you jump in.
12.
Okay. Yep. You avoid the webbing.
Okay. And then the spider's still in the web, right?
Spider is walking on the web. I
Okay.
was thinking about this, and I think how I'm imagining it is like there's probably some space between the inner wall and the outer wall that's um, like where the foundation is, right? Where they like probably have like woodwork or whatever. And I think that it lives like in a crack between the walls. So
Okay.
it's like partially climbing out at this point. It's not fully out. It's like legs are coming out, and it's
Sure.
right. Just it's like if you have like a burrowing spider and like a bug gets on it, like it pretty rapidly like flies out. But because of your
Right.
initiative, you're ahead of it.
Gotcha. And then I can't move Darrow.
Try now.
There we go. Yep. he's gonna kind of go to the edge. He's a little timid to jump down.
Okay.
He's unsure, doesn't want to get tangled in the web, but he's like looking nervously at Jude and Lysander. And then that is my turn. They're
Uh,
standing next to Yushimi, ready for a fight or whatever.
okay. Cool. Well, the spider is up, so the spider is gonna go ahead and move in, and the first thing it's gonna do is try to bite Yoshimi, which is a non-natural 20 to hit.
Gross.
Oh shit!
Uh,
What is this?
is going to do just 4 damage to Yoshimi.
Okay.
But then Yoshimi needs to make a fortitude save.
What is my success?
12.
12 is a success. Okay, let me take this damage.
Else you're poisoned, I would assume.
Huh?
Or else he gets poisoned. He gets
Yes.
poisoned.
That's a
So
good
you want a
guess.
reflex? Okay.
Yes. No, a fortitude. So
Fortitude.
you've been bitten. The
The question
so
is, am I poisoned?
the question is, can you resist the poison?
Okay. I will not get my +2 bonus then, I guess. Okay. So I need to be at 12.
Yep.
It's not a 12.
Okay.
Not particularly close either.
You are paralyzed, and it just immediately like starts webbing you up.
Okay.
And just like you are complete, like in a shockingly short amount of time, you are completely webbed up, um, and unable to move and paralyzed.
Okay.
Things could go bad quickly here. Okay, but you're up.
I can't do anything.
You have your two other people on the
Right, with
ceiling.
Yoshimi, right? I can't do anything.
Yeah, Yoshimi is.
Okay.
That seems a little unfair. I'll let you try to remake the save to
What?
remake the fortitude save,
Okay.
like to see if you
Um,
could. You're wrapped, but can you get unparalyzed and try to get free? Is I guess the question.
20.
Okay, great. So you're no, you managed to neutralize the poison, but yeah, you're still completely wrapped up.
Okay. Can I try to break free of the webbing?
Sure.
Okay.
You can either make a strength check, or if you have like a dagger or something, you want to try to like cut your way.
So, you said, what did you say? You said a strength, or you can.
Yeah, a strength check, or a if you have like a dagger or something, you want to try to like reach and
Oh, okay.
cut your way
I
through.
think that probably is more likely to succeed than a strength check.
Okay.
So, I'm pretty sure I have a dagger. Give me 1 second.
Okay. And
I
just
do, in fact, have a dagger.
okay. So just roll one down the dice chain, so a
Okay,
d16 instead of a
D16.
d20.
I just so happen to have a D16 right here. 10.
Okay. Roll for damage.
3.
Okay. Yeah, you managed to cut your way out of this webbing, and are free of it. Make one more strength check.
Okay. D20.
Yep.
Uh, 1.
It's fine
Oh
if
no,
it's
it's a 7. Sorry, it's a 7.
okay. It doesn't matter. The dagger, you managed to like cut it free, but is like hopelessly webbed up in the webbing. And so
Okay.
you're prone. So on your next turn, you have to spend an action to stand up.
Okay.
But you're at least you're not
Dead.
webbed up and about to be dragged into its lair to be
Okay,
eaten.
great. That seems
Yeah. Phew.
degrees of better.
Right.
Okay. So then I guess I have the other two,
Hmm.
and I was trying to see if they have any shenanigans, but no. So I guess I'll shoot the bow first. So
It's just
Faye, I
kind of
think
like
will
standing on the
do either of
above
them have a
the
bow?
like standing above the hole and just like trying to shoot down with arrows.
Oh no, sorry, I don't have a bow.
Oh,
So we're gonna jump in.
Oh, okay. Make a reflex flex save as you jump in.
Yep. Yes, reflex +2 for Faye. All right, Faye's up first. So 13.
Okay, yep, managed to jump in and avoid the webbing.
All right, Kim. It's a +1. No, 4.
So, Kim, was it? I'm gonna
Yes.
not be able to keep track of these. Okay,
Yep.
so Kim, as she jumps in, is gonna get stuck on the webbing.
Yep.
So all rolls are just gonna go one down the dice chain. So any roll that you're gonna make, roll a d16,
Okay.
and she loses 10 feet of movement speed
Okay.
as she's like stuck on it.
Copy that. Okay.
Okay,
So Kim is stuck. Faye is unstuck, and Faye is going to attack with her longsword.
okay,
15 to hit.
that will hit. Yeah.
All right. D10 with this mithril longsword. 3 damage.
Okay. So you kind of just like score this creature's body. It doesn't
Mm-hmm.
seem like that 3 damage is substantial, but it like
And what is it? A kobold? I
you
mean,
can see its like eyes kind of like moving over to you, and it's like clicking its little like
sure.
mouthpieces viciously. Uh,
Mandibles.
yeah,
Yep.
mandibles. There you go. That's the word we're looking for. Okay, Brian, you're up.
Oh wait, so actually no, I can do something with Kim. She just has a reduced bonus or a reduced
Reduce,
movement.
yeah, reduce movement by 10 and one down the
Or with
dice.
D16.
Yeah,
All
d16
right,
down the
well
dice chain.
she's going in with the D16.
Okay.
Sorry, it's gonna be a miss anyways. It's a 2.
Okay. Okay. Wait, a 2 on the dice?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Dang. All right, Brian.
I didn't do the bonus. I assume it's not hitting, but
Right.
I rolled a 2.
Jude is going to like drop back and throw Prudence at the same time. For his heroic deed, he's going to try to blind all 8 eyes with his smart sword.
Okay.
Whether or not that can be done, we will see. Um, so, yep. So 6, and
Okay.
then let's roll with it.
Like the
18.
light from the fire sword gets so bright that it blinds him.
15 will hit. Okay. So let's do roll some damage and then also roll a d8.
Oh, that's not fantastic. 7 for damage. And
7
then you want me
damage.
to roll another
Yeah, roll
d8.
another d8.
Okay. 4. So took out 4 of his eyes.
Right. So I will also roll one die down the dice chain. And then because you moved, make a reflex save.
Okay.
So
Are we on
basically,
the ground?
yeah, but
Or
this thing is full of webs. There's webs everywhere. So if you move, you're trying to avoid stepping in or getting stuck on the web.
okay. 2. So I guess I got stuck in the web.
Yep. So you're gonna lose 10 movement speed and roll one down the dice chain on your next attacks. Okay. So that's Jude, Lysander, and Darrow.
Jude is going to attempt to cripple one of the spider's legs as his heroic deed in like a trip maneuver.
Okay.
6 on that,
Okay.
15.
Yep, that'll hit.
So 11 damage,
Wow.
and he wounds one of the legs.
Okay.
The blinding and the leg thing is tough when they have 8 of each.
Right. Well, I'll say is I was giving it because it successfully tried to get Yoshimi. I didn't do claw attacks, but I will reduce an attack and I'll reduce its movement speed.
Okay.
Um. Okay. And does Darrow want to do anything?
Um, yes. Darrow will, depending upon the spell range, it's like I'm not really sure what the relative scale is,
Hmm.
but can
Well,
he cast a spell from here to the spider?
I mean, you would just have to like yes, because he would just have to like look into. There's kind of like a circular trapdoor, and I think
Right.
the
Yeah.
spider is pretty much right beneath it. So yeah.
Okay.
And
I'm going to try and cast paralysis on it.
okay, yeah, roll the. Roll for the spell. Because paralysis, it depends on what you get.
So 6.
Okay, so 6 will not be successful. And what that is going to do is it's going to increase your disapproval range by 1. So anytime that you roll a 1 or a 2 on the die, you get you get disapproval, and you'll have to roll on that table. So just keep track of what your disapproval is.
Yeah. And then I guess that's everything.
Okay, cool. Spider's up, looking pretty wounded. What is this one? Faye?
Faye.
Yeah. We'll try. We'll see if it can bite Faye. 9 plus 5, 14.
I hope not, because Faye doesn't have many hit points. I'm pretty sure no, but hold on. Do. Negative.
Okay. Um, Seeing that it's kind of overmatched here, it's gonna like turn tail, and it just kind of like skitters up the webbing, and then you kind of just see it disappear in the crack in the wall, and maybe you just kind of see its like four not fucked up eyes, just like looking at you angrily, but it seems to be its animalistic instinct is that it's not trying to die here today. You guys have put up more of a fight than it's used to.
Okay.
Um,
Sweet.
so yeah, what do you do? Like, do you pursue it or are you satisfied?
I think we're
Um,
good. If
yeah, I was gonna say
everyone's
like,
fine, we can continue down the tunnel.
yeah.
Okay. So you're in this room. It's dark. And so you're just gonna leave. You're not gonna do any further investigation. You know that spider's there.
I mean, like, what happens with the web situation? Are we able to walk around just like more slowly now, so we don't have to roll?
Yeah, I think since the spider retreated, you're able to kind of pick your way through the webbing in a way that you
Um,
wouldn't have been before.
yeah, okay. I mean,
I
is
will
there like,
say,
I'm assuming there's a lot of dead bodies down here, right? Like
Um,
equipment and stuff like that lying around.
yes, yeah, I think that you if you look around, you can find um, assorted like weapons, mostly just like daggers, thief weapons. So let's just look at the weapon list real quick.
Yeah, you need that mithril longsword to intimidate the spider
Right.
into submission. The dagger's
Uh,
not gonna do it.
so around there's blackjacks, blowguns, daggers, garrotes. That's it, which are
Uh,
all thief
any
weapons.
armor?
No, there's kind of no. The bodies generally get dragged in, but you do notice, kind of with some investigation, that there is a what looks like a person wrapped that maybe was forgotten, or maybe the spider didn't get to.
Uh,
okay.
okay. Can we tell me more?
Sure. What more do you want to know?
Are they alive?
So what you like cut them down?
No. I just want to like poke them.
Oh yeah, yeah. When you poke them, they say "oof."
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's cut them down.
Okay. So you cut them down and open it up, and inside there is a thief named Alveric.
Okay.
And Alveric says, uh, he says, "Oh, thank you for cutting me down. I can't believe I failed the first test of the tower."
Uh,
Or
yeah. What brought you here?
he said, I'm trying to prove myself as worthy to advance in the Thieves Guild. Um,
Oh,
and
cool.
the deeper in to the tower you go, the more renown you get with the thieves.
Oh, how deep does the tower go?
He says that um, as far as he knows, no one has traversed more than 4 levels,
Okay.
or more than
Uh,
yeah, four
what else
levels.
do you know about the situation here? Did you know about the spider? Obviously not. maybe.
He says that in the Thieves Guild, there's rumors. I should have written something down here about what is on each level, but that the they don't tell people what is in each one because they
Sure.
need to prove their abilities without being overly prepared.
Gotcha. So does the spider like work for the Thieves Guild, or it's just kind of a convenient situation?
Convenient situation.
Okay. Um.
It's
I
killed
this
it's
is
killed many an unwary thief, and he
gotcha.
says that like personally he's been webbed up for 3 days.
Oh
So he's
wow.
also probably hungry and thirsty. He's like, "Do you have water,
Oh
food?"
yeah. I'm assuming we have some rations we can give him.
I I don't know
Yeah.
what's in your inventory. I assume so, but I don't know.
Okay. Well, let's both assume that we have something in our inventory to give him. Otherwise, we can give him the spider
Yeah.
leg Jude cut off.
Okay.
Yeah. We have some rations
Okay.
and some water. We have like a water skin that you can drink from.
Okay. So,
Um.
mhm.
Yeah. So what's the rumor about what's on the next level?
He says that the next level is. It's rumored that it is the easiest level to get past.
That's the only rumor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, that's good. That's good to know. All right.
Yeah,
So
I'm
let's
making shit
let's
up
like
as I go, and I don't want to
no,
just give it away.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
totally fine. Uh, yeah. I mean, you mentioned rumors, so I'm gonna ask about the rumors.
Uh, I think the
So
other rumor is that he says that that this entire tower is just trapped.
yeah,
Traps on
I
traps on
mean
traps.
that seems about right.
Right. The
So and
thieves aren't meant to be warriors. They're meant to be
all right.
sneaky.
So is this thief NPC, or do you want one of us to control them?
However you want to do it. If you want to pick up Alveric, the level one thief, you
I'll take him.
can. All right.
All right, so then Alveric the thief, he's gonna go first and check for traps.
Before we do that, though, I wanted to
Go
have
ahead.
Jude use his flaming mace and burn the remainder of the webs around the
Oh, good
chamber
idea.
Sure.
Good idea.
because I feel like he doesn't like spiders anyway, and like he doesn't want us to get caught in the webs, so he ignites his mace, and when he lights one part, all the rest of the webs just kind of catch fire.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's totally fair. So yeah, you burn it down, and yeah, this fills it. It fills the room with light very briefly as the webs burn, and just the like. If spiders could look furious, this spider looks furious as it
Okay.
watches
I
its
would.
years of
We didn't like
labor.
murder any of its babies or anything, though, right?
Nope.
Okay, that's fine. We'll be fine.
Okay.
That's what I was assuming. The eggs are inside the walls, if there's eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think there are eggs, but yes, I think that would be correct.
Cool. All right, so Alveric, checking for traps.
Yeah. You go to you leave the room and you find that you are kind of on like a landing, and there are stairs that just spiral down,
Cool.
and that several of these stairs have collapsed and are missing, revealing a dark hollow space beneath.
Oh, okay.
You can only see about a third of the way down, um, but by torchlight you notice that the second, third, and fifth stairs are missing. Um, and so Alveric says, "This is a trap.
Yeah.
The stairs are clearly trapped."
Okay. So, do we still have the grappling hook?
Um,
Probably bench
Yeah.
it free from the top.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you do, but
I thought I specifically said we were gonna take the hook with us.
okay, sure, I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
So can I try to throw the so I'm assuming this is like stone walls or something, so
Hmm.
maybe the grappling hook can be attached to the walls.
Yeah. So what's your plan here? Is to
So I'm gonna
just
throw the grappling hook high and then like swing on it like a vine, like
oh
down instead of taking the stairs.
sure, that's interesting. I like that idea. Yeah, why don't you just throw? I mean, I guess I'm not gonna make you roll for it. So yeah,
Because if
you
he misses, he'll just try again 50 times or
right.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think you are able to hook it. And it's just a matter of there's like I said, you can see about a third of the way down. So you
Yeah, I mean,
probably can't go all the way.
the elves have the infravision,
Right.
so they can check it out. Also, Jude has his flaming mace,
Right. Yeah.
so I think we can make do.
Okay. So you swing, and you can kind of see the rest of the way down. Um, and other than the second, third, and fifth step
Hmm.
missing, um, the rest of the steps appear to be intact.
Okay, so they're not trapped. There's just bad architecture or
Uh,
maintenance.
Alveric is like, no, these are definitely trapped. Um, and
But the traps have all been sprung, or
uh,
no? Okay, so we're just gonna.
he
Can we
says,
use the?
I can't tell from this distance.
Okay, can we use the grappling hook to just traverse the area instead of, or like? So can we tie? Okay, so the grappling hook's like anchored, so it's kind of like no. So now think of it like a rock climbing thing,
Hmm.
where the thing is like the I don't know what you call it, but you attach the rope right to the wall,
Right,
and
like
then you like tie it
belaying.
around yourself. So that's what we're gonna do as they go down the stairs. The first person to go down the stairs is gonna tie the thing around their waist as they traverse the stairs in case the stairs fall away.
Okay.
Does that make
So
sense?
yeah, so basically what you're saying is you have the rope hooked, and you
Yep.
swing around and you land on
Yep.
like the sixth stair,
Yeah.
right? And then it's
Yep.
just like you're just gonna start walking down.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're tying yourself off so if a stair
If the stairs fall
collapses,
out,
you
then
don't
yep.
fall to your doom.
Correct.
Okay. Well then I'll yeah, so here's what happens is as you walk down, you trigger more stairs that collapse.
Yep.
So you trigger in addition to the second, third, and fifth stair,
Mm-hmm.
the seventh, the 11th, the 13th, the 17th, and the 19th stair.
Okay.
And then you reach the bottom, step
Yep.
off the 20th stair, and onto a landing. And there's another open passageway into a uh, well lit room.
Okay, great. So then I guess the following characters can just tie themselves out just in case, but they can traverse the
Yeah, they could
stairs
just
that
jump
haven't
from step to
collapsed.
step.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And do you just go in? I guess that's the question. Or do you.
Well, can you tell us more? So we come out of this door down here in the bottom.
Right.
Um, well, Avlaric is gonna check the door for traps for sure.
Oh, and
But
these
so
are
he
these are open doors. Sorry. Open.
okay, but maybe there's some sort of tripwire. I don't know, barrier. Maybe like
Yeah, I think he says like
first the first floor piece is gonna fall away. I don't know.
he says he's like yes, this room is also trapped.
I mean, the whole thing is trapped. Yes.
Right. He says he's
But do you want me to roll to see how trapped or in what specific ways it may or may not be trapped?
he says that like he says, look, this door is open and clearly set up in such a way to that something will cause it to close
Okay.
if we
Can
once we go into the room.
can Yoshimi detect magic?
Oh yeah, totally. I'll just give
Uh,
it to you.
okay.
There's all sorts of magic. The circular room is slightly larger than one above it. It is lit by crystals that glow with pale light in the floor and the ceiling, which is magical. And
Okay.
then in the center, there's a small pillar that is slightly elevated.
Mm-hmm.
That
Levitation homes.
also appears to be magic.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all you can see from this position.
Okay. Um, can I? So we don't have the we don't have the 9 foot pole. I don't think. I don't know. Does Lysander want to fly in there and see? Just make sure the floor is not going to give away or something like that.
Well, he said that the door's gonna close if someone goes in there. So it probably
Oh,
won't matter if it's activated by magic, if I'm flying or not. If I had to guess.
oh no, I'm worried about the floor.
Because the
But I think the
stairs
door's
fell
just going
in.
to kind of shut behind us or something.
Hmm.
Um, does the door? Okay, can I like do kind of a physical investigation? Does it look like it closes vertically or horizontally?
It looks like it would close from the top.
So like, shut.
Hmm.
Is it metal, stone, plastic, wood?
I think stone doors, heavy stone doors.
Heavy stone doors. What do you think, Brian?
We can ask Albrecht, how would you go about solving this puzzle? Surely
Um,
you had a plan when you came down here.
he says that the only way through is through. And once the once the trap is sprung, then it's a question of how do we solve it.
Well, I guess we all move as a group into the room and see what happens.
Okay.
Unless you
Yeah.
guys want to bail,
No.
that's
I
really
mean,
our
I was
only
gonna
way
try to
forward.
like jam the door open somehow. Was my thought.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't know if anybody has a pole arm, but we can try to find something to kind of like at least jam the door open so we can kind of squeeze through the bottom. So it only needs to be like 2 feet high or something that we can stick in there, and then we could squeeze out if we need to.
Okay. Well,
So,
do you have
um,
an object that you would like to try that with?
I mean, I feel like a mithril longsword might be sturdy enough.
Okay.
You gonna chip up your mithril longsword on a door?
Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of need it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I guess we just like, so like, are there like collapsed stones from the staircase that's falling apart or whatever somewhere?
Oh yeah, when you step on those stairs, the stairs collapse like into the darkness below.
Okay, so there's nothing lying around.
No.
All right, so inventory. Yeah, Faye's just gonna try to jam this. She's gonna try to jam the mithril dagger into the doorway, just so there's like this much room at the bottom,
Okay. Cool.
enough for a skinny elf to squeeze through. You know?
Okay. Let's see. Why don't we just like roll a strength check to see
Yeah,
how hard
she
you.
can stick it in there. Good.
Yeah.
Sure. You could probably stick it into the floor, maybe, but anyways, either
Well, I
way,
don't know
here
if a
comes the strength
dagger would
check.
be tall enough for you to slide under.
Yeah, I mean, they're an elf, and it's a big mithril. It's a mithril dagger, so I thought maybe it was kind of longer than your typical dagger. But anyways, it's a 2. So
Okay. So she shoves the blade in there. Feels pretty confident that that's gonna do it. Um,
okay.
and then you guys go in.
Oh, yep.
Okay. Is everyone going in?
Yeah.
Just some of you?
All the elves are going in,
Okay.
I
and
think everyone goes in at once because that's kind of the idea.
Sure.
yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
okay.
So yeah, you go in, and as expected, the doors on either side slide close. You hear this like cling, and the dagger pops out and just is stuck underneath the door. Um,
Hmm.
and so now you're in this room that is sealed on both sides, and nothing else has really changed. There's several round crystals embedded in the floor and ceiling.
Oh,
Uh-oh. lost someone.
No, no,
Several
we're good. We're good.
crystals embedded in the floor and ceiling. There is a pillar in the center of the room that is surrounded by a pool, and there's these bridges that are kind of crossing the pool to the pillar. And then you also notice, now that you're in here, above the doors, there are 20 runes carved into the wall in a spiral pattern.
Okay. Are the runes lit up or no?
So,
What do the runes look like?
um, they look like ancient runes in a language that you probably don't understand, but what languages do you have?
Elvish,
Okay, they're not in Elvish.
common, and dwarven.
Dwarven, you say?
I
I
said
don't,
dwarven.
I don't think they're going to be in Dwarven either. Let me just check
Common,
my
Elvish,
language table here.
and Orcish. Because
And
each of
You can
Orcish.
the
also just ask Alberic if these runes mean anything to him, since he's a thief
yeah,
in
maybe they're
this
thieves guild.
guild.
Yeah, maybe the thieves can't.
Uh, well, let's roll a D100 to see what his languages are.
Yeah, so the elves all get like an extra language. So one has Orcish and one has dwarven.
Uh, his extra language is giant.
Oh,
Um, and so he says, "No, I don't. I don't recognize it." Brian, what languages do your characters speak?
Um,
Do you know?
Common
Common.
on all of them. And then Jude or Lysander also speaks like divine, the language of the gods or whatever. But I don't know if that's
Oh,
really.
yeah. Yes. Then yes, Jude or Lysander does recognize that these are runes written in lawful, lawful
Ah,
rooms.
yeah.
like,
Um,
does he know what they say?
it's just a numeric countdown starting at 20.
So he relays that information to everybody that those are runes 20 down to 1. And then I guess he also examines the pillar to see if there's any correlation between the pillar and the runes on the door.
Yeah, the pillar at the center of the room is slightly elevated over a shallow pool of water and can be approached by one of four narrow bridges. In the center of the pillar, there's a six-sided obsidian stone that's embedded in the top with a handprint indentation in the center.
I feel like someone lawful should put their hand on that.
I will have Darrow do it.
Okay,
He's like, I want to prove myself, so he's gonna put his hand
Get
on
it?
it.
got it. So Darrow puts his hand in the groove and he feels magical energies crackling through the room. Above the doors, the runes begin to glow blue and start counting down slowly. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16. The runes turn from blue to green.
Um,
What do you do? 15, 14, 13, 12,
Um,
11.
is something good gonna happen or
The
something
runes
bad?
turn from green to yellow. 10, 9,
I don't really know what else to do
8,
here.
7.
stop at 7, take my hand off. I don't know.
You take your hand off and it starts over again. 20,
Hmm.
19, 18, 17. Turns from 16. Turns from blue to green. 15, 14,
Um,
13, 12, 11. Turns from green to yellow. 10. What do you do? 9, 8,
uh,
7. Turns from yellow
we,
to orange.
I'm gonna go over here.
6, 5. What are you doing over there?
Just standing over here by the door.
Okay.
Yep.
5, 4. The numbers begin to glow red, and all the lights go out, and all you can see are the glowing numbers. Is there anything you do?
Uh, so somebody has their hand on it
Hang on.
right now?
He took his hand off, and it started.
Okay.
It started over when he took his hand off.
Um, Elric puts his hand on it.
It starts over. 20, 19, 18, 17, and
Um,
16. So it's counting down again. What do you do? 15, 14,
I think we're just gonna let it go to 0,
13,
maybe.
12, 11, green to yellow. Brian, what do you say? Just going to let it go to 0? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Turns from uh, orange to red. The lights go out. All you can see are the runes and the glowing numbers. 3, 2. Anything you want to do?
I don't know. I got nothing.
Brian?
Is
So
Brian
I have
there?
to go. I guess we're taking the girls to Phil and
Oh,
Becky's,
Oh,
oh
and
my god.
Phil wants me to
Okay.
say bye to them. So go with her anyway. So
all
just
right.
tell me what happens before we go, though.
1. The lights flicker on again, and a soothing green mist fills the room, healing you 1 hit die per character as the doors open.
Oh, nice.
That's what I thought. I was like,
We
you said
literally
this is
had to
the
do
easy
nothing.
room. Yeah.
Yeah,
Easy enough. Great.
uh, totally stole that trap from someone that was like, "It's a great trap to throw at parties because it's threatening," and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized that my microphone didn't work during a good chunk of the session, so I'm just going to try to patch in my voice um, as necessary. So this is the part where we record our introductions right here.
Yeah, I'm Brian. I'm playing Jude, who's a human warrior, and also Darrow, who's a human warrior.
I am Dave, and I'm playing Yoshimi, who's a level 4 elf, and either Kim or Faye, a level 1 elf.
And I am Brandon. I will be playing Babatunda, Kronk. Is it Kronk? Okay, Kronk. I'll be playing Kronk, who will be a level 3 dwarf, and I am rolling a level 1 thief, who is
Brandon took over Alvarez, the thief from Dave.
okay. Alvaric Spider Save. Spider Save.
So there's a good bit of explanation going on at this point where I'm talking about what had happened in the previous session, that they had investigated this tower and all that stuff. So I'm going to kind of skip forward through all of this until the point where Dave comes in to decide what he's going to do with his characters.
I got it. Yep. Just out of nowhere, you hear just like screaming and screeching, and two people like being really angry at each other. And Kim and Faye are just like screaming at each other, and like it starts to get like physical. Like you ever see like people in a sports game like start to yell at each other, and then like push fighting, and like it's up to the people around them to either get in the middle or like like let them fight. So what does the rest of the party do?
Dave with some excellent minor DMing for the rest of the party.
Yeah, I guess like Darrow is really nervous by all this, and he's kind of a diffuser and a mediator by trade. So he's like, ladies, what's going on here? He's kind of a slight dude, so he's like afraid to get hurt. But also trying to get them to work together towards
All right.
stop fighting at the very least.
So Kim like pushes through him and she's like, "You know what you did. You all know what she did." And she reaches for her sword.
Whoa, whoa, no need for swords here, ladies. Can we resolve this with words or possibly over some
Faye
tea?
reaches for her
I don't.
sword as well as she sees Kim reaches for hers.
Uh, and then Jude steps in between them and he's like, enough.
Okay.
What is the meaning of this?
All right. They both just start screaming at each other. And I'm gonna roll a dice. 10 or below is Kim. Above 10 is Faye. All right. Faye storms off and leaves the party. She's gonna go cool off. She stormed out. Jude was effective at calming the situation enough for her to just leave the situation. So she's out. So Yoshimi and Kim coming in the dungeon. Faye's taking the day off.
I'm just checking to make sure that she's not leaving the party permanently and taking all of her stuff and going home.
No, anything that belongs to the party, she's gonna just like throw down. She obviously keeps her own weapons and armor and everything.
So she's just gonna go back to the top of the tower then and just swap her way in.
Yep. Like wherever Babatunde is hanging out. Yeah, sure. Hot tag. It's not really a hot tag. She's just like, I'm pissed at my partner, so you get in there. Right. Yeah. Like, oh, I gotta give this guy shine. I was crushing it in here. It's like, all right, fine, I'll let him in. Whatever. Oh yeah. Yeah, just like actually you're in. Yeah. So we're on. Let me zoom in a little bit here. We are. So the door we came in the south and we're leaving to the north, right?
Correct.
All right. I guess we go through. Well, we kind of just like so the clock hit 0, and we were rewarded with this mist that like healed us. Did we? I can't remember if we fully inspected this room yet.
So it turns out there's not really anything to see here, but
I believe
Dave
we kind of just like left it off when we got the bonus, and we didn't like.
continues to try to investigate the room.
Yep. How high is the pillar? How heavy is the stone? Oh, okay. We'd have to like have mason's tools to get it out or something. You said it's magic, right? Right. We'll note that. I don't know if I want to do anything yet. So there's kind of this contraption. So like is the door on the south open again?
Both doors are open.
Okay, cool. Okay. And what will trigger that alarm again is like coming through that door.
Yeah, you think that's right.
Like when nobody's in here, the first person to come in the room will trigger the door.
Yeah,
whole
that's
party
pretty
is good.
much your experience in this
Okay,
room.
interesting. Good to know. Uh, how valuable do these gems appear?
It looks like they're made out of some sort of glass that allows magic to go through them, so it's
How many of
unclear.
them are there? Estimate
More than a dozen.
dozens, hundreds.
Yeah, more than a dozen.
All right, can I? Um, all right. I guess can I climb on the top of the pillar and touch the ceiling?
Sure. Yeah, totally.
They're elves. They're pretty tall. Sure. Okay, so I'll climb up on the pillar, and I'll try to like use my like dagger, my mithril dagger, to kind of like jar, like jar some of them loose. But I also have I had some kind of tools earlier. I looked and saw what I had. Let me look and see what tools I have again. Um, one of the elves. Oh, maybe it was Faye though.
Do you have like a
Let's,
crowbar or something? If you don't have a crowbar, you could totally use a dagger. You just need to do a strength check, probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's mithril. All right. Oh, I need something to roll in. I got all my dice here, but nothing to roll in. 15.
Yeah, you totally grab or knock out one of the crystals, but as soon as you do, the light goes out, and it's just kind of a big piece of crystal glass with no light anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. I assumed. Okay. Is it no longer valuable? Do you think?
You might be able to get some value out of it just for the fact that it's a big piece of glass and it looks cool, like a
It's coming from somewhere
knickknack.
else. Okay. Yeah. Does it seem to be okay? So I guess so. I can roll a check if you want me to for detect magic, but I'm kind of curious. Like, can I try to like get some more intuition or some more information? Like, where's the center of this magical energy specifically for the crystals coming from?
So, do you have a detect magic spell or something? Because you probably wouldn't just be able to intuit where the magic is coming from in the tower.
Yeah, I do have detect magic, I believe.
Okay, so just roll that spell.
Hold on one second. Let me double check. According, yeah, we have to take advantage of our purple sorcerer. Yeah. No, I don't think I. Let me see if I have it with. So I had like the passive detect secret doors with the elves. But I don't believe. I don't think I have specifically detect magic. No. Hold on one second. Wait, I can check the character sheet just to make sure. Because I think I might used to have it from King of Elfland, but I no longer have it now that my patron is Bugaboobless.
Oh, so I was thinking about this, and because King of Elfland is also kind of a
Okay,
chaotic patron, I don't think you need
sure.
to swap to Bubba Boogles. So
Okay.
you can stick with the King of Elfland if you'd like.
I can pull it up. I can look at my old spell sheet. I mean, Brian, do you want to do something while I look at my old spell sheet?
Uh, yeah, I mean, if we're ready to go, we can move on to the next room. Or like ask Alberic if he knows what's ahead and what's expected.
So Alveric doesn't really know what else is ahead. I mean, he just kind of assumes that there's more traps all the way down. And I was thinking about this a little bit. So I think that actually, this tower is the way to become part of like a secret society within the Thieves Guild, not just necessarily a thief. So anyone that goes through this is actually pretty sworn to secrecy of what they see.
No detect magic.
Okay, then, yeah, there's probably no real
Can't
way.
detect any magic.
Yeah, exactly.
Got him. Yeah.
And as I heard, Alveric has no special knowledge of this tower, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of just a like a
A legend.
secret. Yeah, a secret thief tower for, like I said, becoming part of this secret thief society. So not everyone goes into it. No one really knows what's in it. And if they, make it all the way out or whatever, they're sworn to secrecy and can't divulge anything about the tower to others. Probably on pain of death or something like that. So I guess the question is like, what do you guys do now? You've thoroughly
Okay.
investigated this floor.
I have a question.
Shoot.
So the elves come with like the generic spell set. So they were king of Elfland patrons, right? They were saved from the thing, by the teleportation thing, and by the King of Elves. So anyway, so one of the spells that they come with is Find Familiar.
Okay, cool.
So I was wondering if Faye could find her familiar while she's not partaking in the dungeon.
Yeah, totally. But let's
great.
let's do that offline. I think.
Cool.
Cool.
Right.
So, what do you guys do?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so you leave the room and you're on the landing, and you see that there are stairs that descend into darkness. And Alveric is like, "Oh yeah, this is definitely trapped."
Is the center is there a gap on the edge of the stairs that we can see down, or is it flush to the wall?
So I kind of base these stairs on the tower dungeons in Skyrim. So it's kind of like solid. The stairs go
Okay,
down
yeah.
on the outside,
Got it.
and there's rooms on the inside.
Got it. Gotcha. Is there any? Can we hear any sounds? Can I do like a perception check? Is there any sounds coming from downstairs?
No, the tower is completely silent all the way down.
Oh, you said it was a trap tower. Okay. I would like to check for traps.
Okay, how would you like to do that?
I am going to take out my spear, and I'm just gonna kind of tap the stone. Like the next step, I'm gonna tap the stone, kind of looking for any indentations or any machinations that may like depress if I stepped on it.
Okay, so I'll say as you tap the first stair, it doesn't sound like anything.
Okay.
And then on the second stair, when you tap it, you kind of hear just like a thunk thunk.
Hollow.
Yeah, like it's a hollow step.
Okay, love it. If I tap, can I reach over the second stair and kind of tap the third stair?
Sure. Do you have like a 10-foot pole?
It's just a spear, so I'm guessing maybe like a 4 or 5 foot spear.
Yeah, I'll allow it. This third stair sounds hollow.
Oh shit. Okay, so it's not like a. I will relay that.
So I think also your party members would remember that on the first set, the second, third, fifth, 7th, 11th, 13th, and 17th and 19th stair were all trapped.
And we think it's going to be the same. This is a question for my companions. Do we think the second set of stairs is going to follow the same? Do we think it's worth tapping each one and slowing down the rate of ascension or descension?
Yeah. I think
Okay.
probably.
Yeah, it beats falling into a bottomless pit.
That's true.
Yeah. We had last time we used the grappling hook as kind of like a harness.
A tether. Smart. Do we still have that?
Yeah, we took it with us.
Okay. Kronk is pretty sturdy. Well, I guess Lysander's more sturdy than Kronk.
He also has wings.
Maybe he should be the anchor.
Lysander got tapped out. Jude's in here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, Jude can be the anchor. He's probably the biggest person here.
Okay, great. So yeah, you just tie a rope around Jude and tap your way down the stairs. And the same stairs collapse. So again, the second stair, third stair, fifth stair, 7th stair, 11th stair, 13th stair, 17th stair, and 19th stair all collapse into nothing. But eventually you get down to the bottom and you find just another landing that leads to an open door, and it's all dark. So what do? So I'm assuming that you guys have torches lit or something, so I can determine what you can see.
Jude's flaming
Jude
sword.
has his my flaming mace.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
I always miss like naming the sword. I would call it a sword.
Yeah, I Prudence the intelligence sword that can fly, and then I also have a flaming mace that we got from the
Right.
Hellspawn or whatever.
Both pretty dope.
Okay, So you can see just a little bit into this room, and I think at the edge of the flaming mace's light, you can just detect the glint of perfectly stacked coins. And just a little bit in, you notice that there are a couple of alcoves, and inside those alcoves are corpses. A couple that are, or one, I guess, that is in pretty good condition, and one that is more just kind of skeletal, as if it's been decomposing there for a long time. So, what do you do?
Would it be possible for me to? So I have in my back in Kronk's backpack. He has some candles. Can I light a couple of the candles and kind of toss them to the still darkened corners of the room? See if there's anything hiding in there.
Yeah, totally. So, you just light some candles and throw them in?
I have 10, so just FYI.
Okay, cool. So I'll say that you toss these candles in and they cast some dim light. And in the room, you can see that there is a table, and on the table, there are perfectly stacked sets of coins and some gemstones. And you can see more of these alcoves along the wall that have the bodies in them. And you notice that the bodies in these alcoves are all facing the coins in the center of the room. So, what do you do?
That looks like a real basilisk type situation there. I say we don't look at the loot in the center of the room. Is anybody comfortable putting on a blindfold if it truly is tied to some sort of visual trap? Is anyone comfortable navigating the room with the blindfold on?
I mean, didn't we
Uh,
see the gold when we
I
looked
don't
at
I
it
don't
through
understand
the
what you
light?
mean. Yeah, it just looks like these are regular gold coins stacked, reflecting your.
Oh, I don't know. I was just saying, haven't we looked at it? We saw it, but it was
Oh
like
yeah, totally.
when we walked in the room. So if it's like a visual trap, we would have triggered it already, by my reckoning.
are there any? Do we see any dead bodies around?
So at first glance, all you see are the bodies in the alcove, in various stages of decay. But I think when you spend more time looking in there with more light, you notice that there are old rust-colored stains on the floor, and then those rust-colored stains are dragged or look like maybe a body was dragged into the
So like
alcove.
something comes out of the altar, impales the people, and pushes them into the alcove. Like the stain when you say it goes to the alcove, like looks like scuff marks.
Yeah, it looks like maybe someone has dragged
Yeah.
dead bodies into the alcoves and stood them up there.
Ah. Also, maybe it comes out of the alcove, impales you, and drags you back into the
Right.
alcove.
Sure. Where
Um,
do those? How far do those tracks come out from the alcove?
Yeah, the tracks are kind of all over the place. It depends. Some are close. Well, no, some are close to the table. Some are further away from the table. But all of them kind of have like a poolish look, and then the drag marks into the alcoves.
Oh, okay. I see.
do so the alcove on the south side has no body in it.
Correct.
What's the ceiling like?
Just normal work stone.
How high?
About 10 feet. Just normal ceiling height. Nothing crazy.
Can I light another candle and huck it into the far side of the room?
Yeah, totally. Go for it.
Okay. If I include the black candles that we got from the temple, escape from that underground layer thing, I actually have uh, 18 candles left.
Oh, black candles from
I
Death
mean,
Servants
Yes.
of
if
Were
it
those
Eternity.
comes
black
down to
candles
it,
special in any way, or they were just?
Let me check in the adventure description to make sure.
I didn't. I had 10 plain candles and 11 black candles. I did not denote where the plain candles came from.
Okay, I think you have plain candles, and I think you got candles from Death Servants of Eternity and the Croaking Vein, so it kind of depends.
Oh, no, I lied. I have 4 grayish green frog wax candles.
yeah, those are the ones.
Those are not the ones that I'm using.
Okay. Yeah, no, those are the special ones.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
But now that I know that, those are different. Okay. They are denoted differently on my inventory sheet, as are the plain candles and the black candles.
Okay, cool. So, I kind of just placed your characters. Is that how you're setting all your guys up? Is that right?
So now, so we descended to the bottom of the stairs, guys, or are we still hanging out kind of at the top of the stairs? Okay. So now that we're at the bottom of the stairs, can we see the empty alcoves that have no bodies in them? Do those have rust-colored marks on? No, they don't. So those traps.
So no, if there's no bodies in there, then there's no corpses in there. But you do see again all the rest of these corpses are all kind of staring at the table in the center
I'm
of the room.
new. I don't know what to do. Well, I would like to try and trigger one of the traps, but be as careful as I can about it. So Kronk, he's going to assume, I don't know if a defensive position is a thing, but he's got his shield out, and he's going to approach this empty alcove. How do you ping on the map? Is it just double click?
You just hold down the mouse key.
Yeah, perfect. So he's going to approach that alcove right there. Shield raised towards the wall, so not towards the treasure. He's facing the wall trap there, and he is specifically looking for on the ground any type of machination that may activate said trap.
Nope, nothing on the ground that suggests
Oh.
that there is something that would activate the trap along the way.
He is confused and will wait for one of his more intelligent compatriots to tell him what to do.
So I think Kronk has some sort of ability to check the stone or something as a dwarf.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, like you're entitled to know things about traps and stone and stuff.
Yeah, I thought that's why you sent Kronk in there, because he had dwarvy tricks.
Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit then about the stone. I guess the main thing is when you look at the alcoves, they just look like, again, worked stone. No sign of any trap or anything, just the body being in there. But what is interesting to Kronk is that he doesn't recognize this stone. It's not any kind of stone that he's seen before, underground or mined or anything like that.
oh. Well, that's unsettling. Oh. Oh, and I get the bonus to detect traps when underground. Oh. Can I do a detect trap? Can I discern the origin of like obviously there's corpses. We know there's a trap. Can I use said bonus to discern the origin of the trap?
Yeah, totally. So you can tell that this is not a mechanical trap in any way.
Boo! This is a magic trap. Hey guys, I think this is a magic trap. I am discerning no machinations, and for that reason, I'm out. And Kronk is gonna keep his shield up and like back up to the stairs again, and kind of go up a couple stairs and hunker down and wait. And he'll tap. Shoot, what's my new guy's name?
Alvaric?
Alvaric, thank you. Alvaric, spider saved. He's gonna tap Alvaric and be like, "Hey, bud, get behind me. We used to have a thief in our party, and he decided to go explore on his own, and he died. Here's some of his stuff." And he's gonna hand him Skeez's blowgun, his studded leather armor, and his Starforged dagger.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
What if we try to disturb the gems by like throwing a rock at them or something?
Yeah, I wasn't going to
Outside.
suggest shooting it with magic missile, but yeah, we could throw something at it.
Yeah, I mean, why waste a magic missile when you can just throw
Yeah.
a rock?
Sure, that seems more reasonable, anyways. Yeah.
Okay, so you throw a stone in there, and it knocks some of these coins loose. And as the coins get knocked loose, um, grates, like grated doors, close down, and the corpses all start shambling forward and shambling around, trying to figure out what happened. And after some amount of time, they eventually kind of give up and just start picking up the coins.
Holy shit.
And then they just start stacking the coins back to where they were. And then
Oh.
and then they kind of just return to their alcoves and go back to staring at the coins in the center of the room,
What the
waiting.
fuck? You're muted, Dave.
Thanks. Yeah, so the stacked gold, we have to assume the treasure chest is the same way. Like you open the treasure chest, this triggers the trap too, probably, right?
Let's see, it sounds like a safe assumption to me.
But there was like nothing that crushed or maimed in any
Yeah,
way.
that's what I
It was
thought.
just like
Yeah.
these big guys coming out.
Yeah.
So maybe we have to fight them if the gold is disturbed, which is kind of my assumption.
Yeah.
But,
I guess we could just keep going.
Can you? So if we,
well, I mean, we could fight these guys probably. They're just like zombies or whatever. I don't know. You guys tell me.
I have an idea. Well, they're not active yet, right?
Good.
So they're not active yet. Can we just like murder them while they're asleep?
I mean, yeah, we could try to set them on fire or some shit. I don't know what happens when we like move in the room, though. Is the question. It's like we've done all this from outside, but I do have my flaming mace. We could...
Yeah, Kronk was in there. I
Okay.
feel like it's the
Well,
trap. The
yeah,
treasure
we
is booby
could-
trapped. Yeah.
Yeah, we could try to light these corpses on fire. Corpses usually don't like fire. It might trigger a fight though, so y'all better be ready for that.
Well, we might as well get the first punch.
yeah,
Agreed.
I can scorching ray. See if I can light some shit on fire.
Okay, however you want to do it. Do you just want to make sure to move your guys in, and we'll see what happens?
do you want to move yourselves in the room where you guys want to go, Kronk and gosh dang nabbit, why am I having such a hard time? Kronk and Alvaric are going to post up by the stairs down. So Kronk is going here.
Well,
I guess Jude's over here. He's gonna like light this guy on fire.
yeah. Yoshimi's gonna shoot a scorching ray. Try to light them on fire.
Okay, so you put the mace onto this corpse, and it quickly begins to totally engulf him in flame, and the fire is licking and burning brightly, and it destroys his body, and then he's nothing but a pile of bones. And then, after a short amount of time, the bones begin knitting themselves back together until it's a skeleton standing in the alcove.
How long does that take?
Not too long. I mean, I don't know, you watch it happen, maybe a minute or two.
Okay. From how fast it burned and how it put this up back together, how many HP do these things have?
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you that.
Yeah, I'm saying
Dude.
like how easily did they burn?
Oh, it went up in flame really easily. It's like dry and desiccated and stuff.
So, just a larger concern is the fact that not just the skeleton. I agree. Smash, grab, fine.
Sure.
But the fact that the doors did not open until all of the coins were restacked perfectly as they were. So, if we're thinking of trying to coordinate an attack, burn all the guys down while they're rebuilding, we're pocketing the treasure. How do we deal with the closed door?
Yeah, that's the question.
Yeah. Another thing that strikes me is like this is a Thieves Guild challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should maybe do something
Sneaky.
related to, yeah, we should like try and steal the treasure while not catching their gaze, because that would be like the essence of this challenge, perhaps.
That is the smartest
Just
thing
have one
anyone said
person-
all day. And I
Just
feel
have one
dumber for
person
having
maybe
not thought of
stand
that.
be in front of it, like can stand in front of someone else, or we can have like Albrecht try and like use his beefy ways to try and sneak some of this gold. We have to make sure that like he's not being seen. That's like what he's like, right?
Sure. How would we do that? Just have him stand in a corner and attempt to hide until the rest of the party can't see him anymore, and then have him move in? Is that how that would go?
Yeah. So I guess we'd have to just like find out angles which these guys can see, and then try and have him sneak from one of those angles where he's not being seen. So like they're pretty much all around the room. But if we can like maybe form a 360-degree human shield around him, we could steal some of it. We could see what happens. We could put it back if it doesn't work. I mean, these are just thoughts.
Just try it with like one coin. Just take one coin off the top, and then that's easily placed back if it doesn't work.
Right.
Down. Okay. Yep.
Do the coins look like? I have a question. Do the coins look unique enough that if we stole them, people know where they came from?
So you just want to kind of like look at the coin? How do you want to investigate it exactly while they're stacked up?
Yeah, visually.
Okay. And then are any of you from Punjar?
Let's say you're shooting.
Might be the dwarf, right?
The dwarf. Yeah, the dwarf. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I think that if you're from Punjar, you might be able to get some information there, right? Like, you may have noticed that some of the coins seem old and worn, or maybe have old images of the Overlord on them or something like that. But it really depends on, like, how familiar you would be with Punjar history to really get anything interesting about the coins.
He's not, as I recall, he was locked in the basement from forever, so he lived most of his life in the darkness.
Okay, then yeah, he probably wouldn't be able to pick up too much info.
I have a question. I'm not saying I'm doing this yet. I mean, I'm asking to the party. What happens if we put coins there?
We try that first. That's an easy fix.
We can do the old switcheroo.
We could. That's not. It really doesn't have anything to do with being a thief. We can try it though. I'm not.
But I'm saying like we could switch out our old shitty coins for the cool coins that would get us renown.
What are you mean trying to do, like an Indiana Jones?
Yeah, like switcheroo. Yeah, the old switcheroo.
Okay.
If you want to, man.
No,
I think this is like stealing challenge, but
yeah, but I'm saying like, wouldn't that be stealing?
Yeah. Switcheroo is something a thief would do. I'll give you that.
Right? It's like it's because it's like they're random coins. It seems like it's not like the coins itself. The coins themselves don't seem special, but the arrangement, perhaps. So
if the coins are probably enchanted and they're tied to.
Okay. Here's the easy way to figure that one out. Alvaric is going to take one of the copper coins out of his bag, and he's just going to take a gold coin off and put the copper coin in its place and see what happens.
Okay, so you take the gold coin off, and all of the corpses snap their attention over to you, and
And I put the copper coin on.
they start shambling towards you.
I take the copper coin back and I put the gold coin back on.
Okay, they just go back to their alcoves and back to watching the treasure.
He's going to noticeably shiver.
I'll say that when you picked up that coin, you did notice some interesting scratches on it.
Oh. Did I hold it long enough to do a check on that, or?
No, but you would kind of recognize it as thieves' cant, maybe.
Ooh, yeah, Alvaric has these cans.
Yeah. So, but you didn't hold it long enough to really get anything out of it, just to recognize the language. I guess is what I would say.
Sure. Guys, I'm going to need like 5 minutes. Can you just hang out here for a second? I'm going to pick it up, read a line, put it back, pick it up, read a line, put it back, pick it up, read a line, put it back. Just give me like 5 minutes, guys.
Okay. So yeah, you can easily do that, and it's funny. It's like they're just like, look at you, look away, look at you, look away.
Jor Mahamu, I've come to bargain. Like reading a book by getting a free trial for 10 pages at a time. Yeah, you're just like.
And so I'm just gonna make something up. I think it says something like a true thief only steals that which is rare and valuable.
Mmm. Mmm.
So we go to the chest.
Well, but is the chest necessarily valuable? What's the most valuable thing? What's the most valuable thing you have? I would say my life. So maybe
I mean, they're thieves. I don't think they're that deep, man. I think
maybe.
they steal stuff.
But thieves didn't build this. Like thieves didn't enchant this tower. Thieves don't have.
They did. Yeah, it's a thief tower. It's a lot tower. Because the Thieves Guild is like a lawful organization if they're run correctly. There's
Okay.
like order to their stuff.
So I'm just gonna read you something from the book about what it is to be a thief, right? And you would know this because you are a thief. So it says the career apogee for a thief is to be heralded for the most elegant of heists. To be a thief among thieves means stealing a famous treasure from fabled tomb, a wizard's tower, or king's treasury. But while a wizard rules over the city, he sacks, a mage commands the demons he masters, and a cleric proselytizes to his flock. A great thief steals his prize and then slinks away, unseen and unknown, to enjoy his accomplishments alone.
Nope.
And then it kind of just talks about like share secrets with business confederates, fencing a jewel, that kind of
right.
stuff.
Agreed. Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, that's why I was asking about the coins. Yeah.
Okay. Let me. Can we get everybody back to the stairs? So if I get trapped, I don't want everybody to get trapped with me. I'm gonna try and do a stealth check and then sneaky, like open one of the chests.
Yes, I think a stealth check makes sense.
Stealth check.
Do we still have the carpet?
14 plus 2 is a 16 on that stealth check.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough. You're pretty sneaky. You can sneak up towards the treasure chest. Yeah, I think honestly, I think it's just more gold, right? Like just
Yeah.
gold that is going into these chests. So I don't think it's anything else that's particularly unique or
This
anything.
is
Yeah.
uh
Yeah, I think we move on then, right?
yeah. Alvarix decides that this is a trap to catch the weak of heart
Yeah, catch
and the
simple-minded
shallow,
Yeah.
the simple-minded amongst us. So yeah, let's go to the next floor. Kronk will once again take out his spear and do the stair test. Is it still 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11?
Yeah, those are the same trap stairs as above.
I feel like I should write that down. That seems oddly specific and may be used later on in the dungeon, but for right now, he will just make a mental note of it and we'll move on to level 2, I think.
Okay. Yep. So, knowing
Yep.
which stairs are trapped again, you just kind of make your way down
Okay.
the stairs, past the trap
Gotcha.
stairs, and find yourself
Cool.
on another landing. And let me show you the room.
Just in case we have to beat a hasty retreat. Just if you give me 5 more minutes, guys, I would like to check and make sure that on the way back up, the same steps were trapped as on the way down, and it doesn't alternate. Like when you're going down, some of the stairs are trapped, and when you come back up, some of the other stairs are trapped. Like it's like a rotational thing. Like you're stepping down, so it puts the pressure on one side of the step, but on the way back up, you have to put the pressure on the other side of the step, so it doesn't.
That's a really good idea. No, yeah,
Oh, okay.
The
Never
architects of this tower are not that clever.
yeah. I might keep that in mind for
Okay.
another
Same trap.
trap.
Got it.
But yeah, no. Huh. Smart. I'm not that.
Okay.
I'm not that devious. So this room, when you enter it, is lit by
No,
lanterns on the
not the
walls
alphabet. No.
that that flicker and cast a flickering light over the floor. And on the floor, you can see that there are letters carved into the stone tiles at your feet.
This is my jam. Okay.
Okay, great, because it's not mine.
Oh, I love word puzzles. Brandon in real life loves word puzzles. My characters may not be as smart. Also, I should note that we had to go down to Colorado Springs for his cousin's birthday yesterday, and we didn't get home until late, so I only slept like 3.5 hours last night. Because his sleep schedule got all thrown off by us not being home in time for bedtime. So, Brandon is also dumb. But
Go for it.
it's magic. It could open into like an eternal pit.
Could be a tube and shoot us out.
Shoot
Mini
at the
golf.
side of the tower.
Yeah.
Question. Well, and you don't have to answer this if it ruins the spirit of the game, but are diagonals allowed in this word puzzle?
I mean, you can move wherever.
Or is that something you don't want to tell us because it ruins the spirit of the game?
Oh, you'll have to find out.
Like, can we? If I was gonna walk, could I go from square L to square X without touching square U or square A?
Yeah, you can totally. Yeah, you're able to step wherever you want to step.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
But there may be consequences for stepping incorrectly. Let's say.
Are we all back? Is Brian back?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So the first thing to do, obviously, is to just kind of does it look like, so we saw on the floor above us, we saw the doors that kind of came down and blocked us off. If we look here behind us, standing at the edge of this room, does it look like when we step on a tile that there is a door that's going to slide closed behind us?
Do you want to make some sort of check, maybe? Like a trap check?
A trap check with my dwarf, so I get the bonus?
Sure. I don't know. Dwarf, thief, whatever.
Hi, buddy. Oh. So the dwarf. This is just a D20, right? Not a 24. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I add the dwarf's level to the check.
Sure, that sounds good.
Blah blah blah. They receive a bonus to detect traps and other new construction equaling to their class level. So I'm a level 3 dwarf, so I assume I just add 3. Is the assumption that I made. Okay. Right. Fuck. That's a 6.
Do some burn some luck. Burn some luck.
What does luck do? Luck lets me re-roll, or luck just adds to 1?
It's being
Yeah,
used
that's-
spell burn with luck.
That's so low. I don't think burn and luck would.
Okay, yeah, then yeah, you're pretty convinced that there's a trap here. That would be really bad if you step on the wrong thing and never get out.
Kronk is very confident and also a dirty, dirty liar. What deals would you expect from a Chaos Dwarf? Okay, so Alvaric thinks that the first correct letter to step on is S, so he's going to take a foot. He's going to have everybody stay like back on the stairs, kind of, and he's going to take a foot and he's just going to tap the T and then back up real quick.
Sure. So when you tap that T, all of a sudden there's a gust of air that comes into the room and a huge fireball just fills the entire room. And so even though you're not
Right.
in it, it's still really hot. So make a reflex
Sorry,
save.
buddy. Did you just poop again? My God. Where does it all come from? Oh, much better. 16 plus reflex save is 2, so 18.
Okay. Yeah. So you don't take the brunt of the flame, but it's still really hot. So you're just going to take 1 point of damage.
Okay. Ooh, yikes. Well, Alvaric's only level 1, so 1 point of damage is significant. It was more than a little bit of damage, but that's okay. All right, now we fucking know. So I would like to go up around the corner, and I would like to take Kronk's spear and tap the T again, and then hide behind the corner and see if it has to be a living foot that does it, or just pressure activates the trap.
Yeah, and then another burst of flame fills
Okay,
the room.
so it's just any pressure on the wrong plate fills the room. Okay.
Is this mechanical or is it magic?
I think this one feels like it's a mechanical trap, that it's
A little bit
triggering
A, a little
something.
bit of B.
Mhm.
Okay.
Sure.
So
I think.
all right. So you guys ready? We ready to commit?
I mean, I think it's. Yeah, I mean, if you want to step on S, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So Alvaric is going to assume a position of an observer, and he's going to stand kind of back on the stairs and look into the room. He's going to have Kronk go down with his shield up. I don't know if that will afford him any protection, but Kronk stands a significantly higher chance of surviving than Alvaric does. So he's going to instruct Kronk on which tiles to step on. And Kronk, with shield raised in a cautious, knowing full well that he might get blasted with fire, is going to take a step out onto the S.
Yep. And when you step onto the S, it depresses and nothing happens.
Yeah. And then Alvaric's going to kind of hide back here. Like, oh, not there. Oh, I can't split the cells, but he's going to kind of hide back there. Okay. And then
Here, I'm just going to mark the good ones with a green circle, so you can remember where you've been. So we don't gotta mess with this over and over.
Also, Dave had an idea that I think had merit. Can Alvaric look at the order of the letters on the floor and see if it translates to anything in Thieves' Cant?
Sure. No, it would just be common, like whatever the common language is in this world.
Oh yeah, yeah. No. Yeah, it is in common, and the phrase would also be in common. So it's just based on figuring out what letter.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, it takes so many. Okay. Does somebody else want to take a stab at it real quick? He pooped again, so I gotta go change him.
Oh, sure. Um. Okay, so I guess give me 1 second. So S and T. Then there's ULEV. Um. Yoshimi tries to put her just like 1 foot, like tap her toe onto. Wait, let me double check again. So S is 19.
And I just want to know, like, do we think that Kronk went back behind the wall while this is happening?
Oh, good question.
I mean, I feel like that would be the fair thing to do, so he doesn't get blasted out if you choose the wrong letter. So we'll just say that yeah, that he ducks back into the
Yeah.
hallway.
I guess let's say he steps back for now. Let's say he steps back for now, and I'll go instead.
Okay, cool.
All right, so I tap my toe onto. Wait, I had something for this. Onto you.
Okay, you step on the U, and all of a sudden a gust of wind fills the room, blowing fire, super hot fire into the center of the room. So make a reflex save.
14.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna take 1 point of damage, as it is really hot in here, but no other negative consequences.
Okay. Okay. So my theory was wrong. Okay.
And I'll mark this wrong too.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's play like Battleship here. Yeah. So you was wrong. So S was. Yeah. I thought it was gonna be odd even, but I guess not. You got any ideas, Brian?
Um, no, not really. So S didn't trigger anything, but it was a specific S. Is this S up here?
Yep. The first one, yeah.
Um, so I guess the question is, we can see if another S triggers the flames. Like
Yeah, we have
there's
to get
this
there
S
first
down
though.
by G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to try E then?
Um, yeah,
I can
I
try
mean, we
E. All right,
can.
I'll try E.
Great. When you tap E, nothing happens.
Okay.
Try A next.
A.
A.
All right, I'll try A.
Okay. When you tap A, the room fills with air and flame guts from the walls and make a reflex save.
Oh, fire.
It's an 11 on the dice. I get plus 2, so it's a 13. I'm going to burn a point of luck to go to 14.
Okay. So I think you're just going to take another 1 point of
Okay.
damage.
No, he's just
No.
directing me.
Kronk's taking the damage.
No, we decided that Kronk would step back
Oh, okay.
while you were gone.
Got it.
Okay, so A was bad.
Okay. Oh, so we do go. We can. It does go diagonal. Yep. Okay. Well, that changes things a little bit.
Well, he chose to step diagonal and it worked. That doesn't mean that it's the correct order or anything.
Can I please? Okay, so Kronk is back. He's willing to take the
Okay.
brunt of the attacks,
Yeah,
unless you
Shimi
guys
is
want to
like
keep
singing.
going.
No, that's good.
Okay.
I'm fine. I don't want to take fire damage.
You want to take any more fire damage?
I want to roll a 1 and get fucking roasted.
Kronk is already fairly low to the ground, being a dwarf,
Sure.
and seeing how who was that just took fire damage?
Yoshimi.
Yoshimi seemed to get under the fire. He's gonna kind of put his shield up and then hunker down and get real low to the ground. And then he's gonna hop from the S to the L.
Okay,
No,
nothing
go.
happens.
Go. We didn't do the L yet. Oh, okay. But we didn't do the L yet, Brandon.
Yeah, I know we didn't. I wanted to see if you truly went diagonal or if, because the word that I thought required a sequence that didn't use diagonals.
Oh, okay.
So I was trying to test and see, and it looks
Okay,
like, yeah,
sure.
you're supposed to go from the S to the L to the E. You're not supposed to go straight from the S to the E.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was designing this, right, like, yes, there's a specific word, a specific order, but what matters is getting the right letters. That's more important than the word necessarily.
So then we'll hop on E.
Nothing happens.
And then we'll hop on I.
Nothing happens.
And then we'll hop on G.
Nothing happens.
And then we'll hop on H.
Nothing happens.
We'll hop on T.
Nothing happens.
Light.
Slight.
We'll hop on O.
Nothing happens.
Sleight
Hop
of
on
hand.
F.
Yeah, nice.
Yep,
nice,
nothing
nice.
happens.
We'll hop on H.
There you go.
Nothing
Yep,
happens.
yep.
A and D.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
And that's as far as I had gotten before I had to go change a poopy diaper. So let me think about this for a second. So it's
Okay.
sleight of hand. I don't know, guys. I'm struggling now.
You're calling the first part. But...
Do you have to go back up to M?
Where are we going? M-E...
L. No.
Meld.
No. I think the last 5 are trick. So how do we get to trick? The T, the C-K-R-I, right? R-I-C-K at the end, trick. So how do we get to T-W?
Well, I like that. Yeah. So it'd be...
Those are the last 5 is K-C-I-R-T are the last 5. Tin trick? That doesn't make sense. T-I-N. Twin? No. T-W? No.
I guess just to give us a hint, Alvaric will shakily call out to Kronk and be like, "Hey, buddy, I'm not sure if this one's really right, but I need a hint. Can you try stepping on the T there?" And Kronk will be like, "Okay." He's gonna really hunker down and put the shield over his head and step on the T.
Yeah, the room fills with flame, and you need to make a reflex save. Reflex
Make a
save.
reflex save. Kronk is not great at those. Oh, he's okay at those. He's not great at those, but he's okay. +2. +2. 18 plus 2 is a non-nat 20. Fuck yes, when it counts.
Okay, you're gonna take 2 points.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
2 points of damage. Oops.
Uh-oh.
This is awkward.
Oh no.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
2 points of fire damage. Thank you. Okay. So T is off.
So we have to go to L. Well, it's either L or M, right? Yes.
Well, I was thinking if I hop to the W, it could be sleight of hand, WIN, win a trick, but A is all the way on the other side. So,
Do you want a hint?
no,
No hints? Okay.
that cheapens the victory. I will suffer for my hints. Yeah. I was overconfident because the first part came so easily.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like if I was on the train, if I didn't have to go change a poopy diaper, I feel like I would have finished solving it before.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Well, it can go to handle would still be a word, but then I don't know what to do after that.
What was the guy's name? Was it Malik?
What
Was
guy?
that the guy's name?
What guy?
The guy that gave us the quest to go into the tower?
No.
No.
And
If you got to think about it, then it definitely wasn't.
I think the Bard is the one that told you guys about this tower, and his name was Bard because I couldn't think of a name.
No.
Love
Bard
it.
the Bard.
Let's try W.
But where would we go after W?
Win trick, right?
Win.
WIN, then trick.
Sure, I'll hop on the W.
All right. Flame explodes from the walls.
God
Make
damn
a
it.
reflex save.
And is as part of the reflex save, is that me jumping back to the safety of the last letter I know?
As long as you are on the letter, flame will be gouting out. So.
Okay, yep, so we're definitely going back to the...
Yes.
Okay, alright. And then that reflex save. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. 12.
Okay. This time you're going to take 4 points of damage.
Ouch.
As the
Ouch,
thing
Charlie.
fills with flame. I'm just going to move this fire over here so I can
Ouch.
keep using it.
I am sans 25% of my health now.
All right.
So it's not going great for old Cronky Pants. Kronk is going to yell back at Alvaric, "Are you sure you know what you were doing? You sounded so confident. It went so well. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
It's all fun and games when it's going well.
It's all fun and games until a dwarf loses his beard.
I do think because you're using the shield, you're not like getting singed. You're just like maybe your arm hair is getting singed
Yeah.
from like contact with the shield.
Sweating profusely.
Right, as flame is just gouting out of the walls.
Yep. So my other idea was leg, so like sleight of hand, leg of fate or some shit. I don't know. Like that's the only other word I can see there. That's real close. Yeah, we'll hop on the L.
Nothing happens.
And then we'll try hopping on the E
Nothing happens.
and the G.
Nothing happens.
And then the E.
Nothing happens.
It's gotta be R, right?
But I don't know what word that would. Leger. Leggard.
Ledger.
Okay, yeah, we'll try hopping on the R.
Nothing happens.
And then the D.
Nothing happens.
D-E, yep, E.
D, E.
Nothing happens.
M.
Nothing happens.
A. I.
Nothing happens. Nothing happens.
N.
Nothing
T.
happens.
And then trick. So T-R-I-C-K.
Boom.
Good job.
Success.
Okay, so help me figure out that last part. Legerd.
They're just, it's
Ledger.
ledger.
Ledger domain. It also means sleight of hand or trick.
Yeah, Legerdemain. I knew it from a magic card. There's a magic card called Legerdemain.
I did not know that. Good job. Way to pull it out in the end there. Which of your characters was shouting that advice?
Yoshimi, I guess.
Yoshimi, you're my new friend. Alfred, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you guys both 2 luck points. So
Great.
store a couple luck points to those guys. Cause that was,
Love it.
Thank you.
yeah, well done. Well done.
I think Alvaric is gonna take 1 for the beginning part.
Oh, Alveric doesn't get it.
Oh no,
Yoshimi and Kronk.
Kronk.
Kronk
Okay, got it.
for having the balls to go out there, and then Dave pretty much solved that last piece.
He sure did.
So
He definitely did. Okay. All right. Then we will make sure that everybody else gets across safely.
yep, it's easy to do. You know what the letters are.
Cool. Level 1. All right. I'm assuming
Yeah.
out of level 0. Let's fucking
I am
go.
glad that Alvaric did not attempt to go across himself, or he would be dead.
So this set of stairs is a set of stairs going down to the darkness. None of the stairs are missing. What do you do?
None of the stairs are missing.
None of the
Because
stairs.
nobody's ever gone this far, so we need to still check them for traps.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, what do we do? We don't trust that at all.
Yeah.
Yes, let's absolutely check that
Yeah.
for traps. So Kronk will be checking for traps with his spear. I'll roll you a check just in case. 19 plus 3 is a 22.
Sure. You put the spear on, and blades snap out of the walls and cut the spear in half, destroying it.
No. Okay, so Sans 1 spear. Quick taking the broken half, push it again to see if they've reset within and so it does it again, so it chops it again. Okay, so we're just tossing that piece of wood away.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're not. Don't throw it away. That's a valuable asset. We're gonna take that stick and we're gonna throw it at the second step.
Nothing happens.
Okay, so I'm gonna hop down on the second step. Kronk is, and then he's going to, because that spear had the star steel dagger
Yeah.
attached at the top. I want to see if I can recover that magic dagger, if it's at all possible.
Why don't you roll a luck check?
Luck check. I love it. With those 2 luck points.
Right. Roll below your luck or less.
Oh, below my luck.
Yeah.
Oh, done. That should be easy, unless I roll an at 20.
Famous last word.
I rolled a. That's a. You can't make this shit up. That is a nat 1 on the dice.
Yeah. So yes,
Yeah, that's a good way to use your crit. Fails. Nice. Burn it.
the dagger, like when it got chopped, like bounced back up the stairs instead of going down the stairs.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna recover that Star Steel dagger. So Sans -1 Star Steel spear +1 Star Steel dagger. So I now have 2 Star Steel daggers.
Yep.
Do I have another stick? I don't. All right, so we are Sans spear. So it's going to be short swords from here on out.
Yoshimi can shoot arrows at it.
Okay.
I don't know if the arrows are robust enough to trigger it.
I have copper. I also have copper coins that I can just chuck at steps too.
Okay.
Sure. I think that you need to apply substantial pressure to trigger these traps. I don't think it can just be like
okay.
Like pushing it with a stick, you can put enough pressure on to like trigger it, but
yeah, a coin's not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Shit. I would like to haul ass back up to the room here. As I recall the DM saying, the sides of the room were littered with the corpses of people who had succumbed to the flame trap.
Sure.
I'm guessing that the flesh has been stripped away by the continuous flame.
Right.
I would like to just find like 10 femur bones, like the sturdiest femur bones I can find. And we're going to use those as little prodding device. I got like an armful under one, like a bushel of femurs.
Why don't you roll a luck check again? And then whatever you roll on the dice, that's how many you can find.
So the luck check has to be under my luck score.
It's just like roll a d20 plus your luck, and that'll be how many like femurs you can find.
Okay. I rolled an 11 on the dice, and with the last +2, that puts me at a 4.
It's just like 15.
So 15. Femurs. Yeah, I got 15 femurs.
Sad. So
too generous, DM. Too generous.
Too generous. That's all right. I'm not putting them in my loot bag when we're done here. They will be placed back in the room where they belong. But yeah, I will use the now collected femurs to poke the next. Like I'm grabbing on like where the thing fits in the socket, like the little orb where it fits in the socket, and using the far side to kind of push down on the step. Is it the same steps?
So what step are you going to push?
One. Well, I'm doing each. I got 15 femurs. I'm going to make good use of them. I'm testing each one, but I'm expecting them to go off on one. Well, yeah. One. No, because I'm on 2. Yeah, test 3.
3, nothing happens.
Okay, so this is the opposite of what was happening before. Right? Because it was 2 and 3 that were missing, and then 3, 5, 7, 9. Shit, I knew I should have written it down. Okay, so 3, nothing happens. Reach in my pack. I'm going to grab out. The copper pieces, and I'm going to leave a copper piece on each safe step.
Okay, that's smart. Sure. So you leave a step on 2 and 3.
We're going to test 4.
Make a reflex save.
Make a reflex save. Oh, shit. Big money, no whammy, no whammy. 15 on the dice. Reflex is 2, so 17.
Yeah, you save. And what happens is the blades snap up at the top of the stairs, and then they slide down to the floor.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I did not see that coming. Indiana Jones style, where it's like the bow, pray to the god, so you don't lose your head.
Right. So as you guys watch this, I'm going to say that you do notice that along the stairs, there's like a track on both sides that are following the stairs down. And so what happened is, as you stepped on the wrong stair, the blades came out, and then they slid to the next level. So you heard the like click, and instinctively ducked this blade. I'm imagining. I think your guy has like a top knot. It looks like.
Yeah.
He no longer has a top knot.
He doesn't have the top knot.
His hair just like falls around his face, and he's like, Oh shit!
He parts it to the side, so he now has a majestic, like,
Yeah.
dwarven emo cut here. Bless you. Well, that's that theory of how I was going to test each step is not going to work. So 4 definitely doesn't get one, but based on the pattern before, it was like 3, 5, 7, 9, and then it skipped 2. This is why I should have written it down. Damn it.
Do you want a hint?
Yeah.
Your hint is that you like math.
Oh, it's prime numbers? 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 15, 17, 19.
Done. I love it. That is great. Thank you. So prime numbers then.
Yeah, so you go down on the non-prime numbers because
Yeah.
non-prime numbers are the prime
good
numbers
ones.
are the trapped ones.
Yeah.
The non-prime numbers.
So I'm hopping on 4, 6,
Well,
8.
no, you're stepping on 2, 3, 5, 7 because I flipped it. So originally it was the prime number or the non-prime numbers.
And now it's the prime number.
Originally the prime numbers were trapped, and the non-prime numbers were not trapped.
And now the prime numbers are not trapped.
Right.
Okay.
Correct.
And I'm leaving a copper piece on each not trapped step.
But
each prime
between
number.
step 13 and 17, you're going to have to make some sort of check. So, because it's 4 stairs.
Yeah. So we're
It's
jumping down 4 stairs at a time. Okay, so I know which step I need to land on, but can I actually land on that step?
Right.
Okay,
So
is there a way to mitigate that?
How are you going to try to do that?
Do have a 10-foot pole. Actually, I probably don't. I don't know how I carry that around in a backpack.
Well, it's also a 9-foot pole for the record.
Oh, because it got
Yeah.
choppy chopped that one time. Yep. So I have a 9-foot pole. I'm just going to delete that out of my inventory because I don't actually carry that. I don't think in my backpack. So let's just take that away. The ceiling. What is the ceiling made out of?
It's just made out of the same strange worked stone.
Can we grab look at it again?
As a dwarf, so I'm not familiar with the stone, right? Not the specific site, but I can look at the stone and discern, like, compare it to stone that I do know to determine its hardness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You
Does
think you
this
could
stone?
hook it? Sure.
Okay. I'm going to
Or
take
whatever you wanna
I'm going to take my pickaxe out and see if I can sink it pretty good into the ceiling, and then I'm going to take a length of 10 foot of rope and attach it to the pickaxe and try and use that to, like, swing down the step.
Sure.
You want to just use the grappling hook that we already have?
I don't have a grappling hook in my inventory.
No, we have it.
But I thought Kronk was navigating his way down and he was going to yell back up the stairs once it was safe.
Well, you can ask for the grapple hook.
I'm not going to, just because I didn't know you had it when I started.
Yeah. So why don't we just make, like, a strength check? You know, you just got to beat, like, a 5 to embed this pickaxe, which would be no problem.
Easy peasy. Yeah.
But, like, let's make sure you don't, like, crit fail it and break it. Did you crit
I'm just
fail
gonna grab
it?
a beer. Okay.
It did not crit fail it, but it is a 4.
God damn it. This is why you shouldn't allow for consequences when you're not ready to give them.
That's okay. He just couldn't, so we'll just have to jump it then.
Yeah.
I
It like knocks the head of the pickaxe off or something. Or no, the stone is harder than you expected.
Yeah.
And it like splinters the wood.
Okay, so now I have to I got to get a new handle when we get back to town. Right. Okay, that's fair. I deserve that.
Do you want to agility check it, or do you want to, like, your luck or less it? I'm fine with either.
Well, if you're giving me the option, I'm definitely going to luck or less it, because my agility is trash.
Okay.
My luck with the luck points that I now have is actually pretty decent.
Sure, let's do that then.
Okay. Little rolls. That's a 9.
Yeah, so
We're
you
good.
jump straight onto stair 17.
Okay, I'm going to mark it. I'm going to holler back up the stairs. Remember, it's kind of a tricky jump. And then that's when I imagine they yell down about the grappling hook, and I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot, I didn't know. And then we'll just keep hopping down, putting this. Because that's the only one that has the 4-step gap, right?
Yeah, the rest of them
Yep.
are
all
couple
every other.
steps.
Yep. Good to go. So we make it down, reach the bottom floor, and then I holler back up. Hey guys, I put a copper piece on each safe step. There's a slight jump. Lysander can fly. Maybe use that.
Yep. Okay, so you guys get there, and then again, so you have this 13th step. Are you going to try to grapple hook this in some way? So you don't have to make not everyone has to try to make this jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't you make like an agility check with that grapple hook?
Okay. Who has good? Oh, machine has +2. Okay. Let's see. So 9 in the dice, she's plus it's 11.
Okay.
I'll use 4 luck to go to 15.
Okay, sure, yeah. Then it is in there solidly.
Great.
So yeah, you guys can all just kind of make it down the stairs.
Great. Level 1. Dun 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 dun.
Change the map.
Learned something new today. I had to look up what ledger domain was because I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's gotta be like an old dwarven. Yeah, I literally only know because there's like a bad magic card that I had one in my decks.
It is also a D&D when you're a thief.
Yeah.
You can ledger domain sleight of hand, or not ledger sleight of hand. Mage hand.
Huh.
Okay.
Learned something new.
You got. Oh wait, I need to change it. Oh no, you guys can see.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you make it down the stairs. You notice, I guess probably Brandon, Kronk noticed it when he was about halfway down and could kind of see the bottom. There was a headless corpse of a skeleton. And then at the bottom of the stairs, there is an ivory door. An ivory door on your left. No, sorry. Halfway down, the characters see the ground level, and lying there is a decapitated skeleton, the skull several feet away. Okay, yeah.
Correct.
So at the bottom of the stairs is an ivory door to your left, and it is magically sealed against intrusion. It's magically sealed against intrusion. There are 30 squares in the door, 5 across and 6 down, and above the door, the 26 letters of the alphabet. It's clear that to open the door, you must place the letters on the door in the correct order. Thin wisps of smoke drift lazily from beneath, bearing a curious, exotic odor. On the wall behind you, you see what appears to be the outline of a person burned into the wall.
Sorry to interrupt again. Can we pause for like 5 minutes?
And start over. So, you're the only person that's played Wordle before, Brandon, so I'm just going to put the words in, and you tell me what you want them to be, and we'll just hit enter and see what we get. So, whenever you're ready, or you guys can agree on a word, or however you want to do it.
They have to be 5-letter words.
They do have to be 5-letter words. They're not plural.
What
about thief?
Thief?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Hey, Brandon, you're back.
Check 2. Check 1, 2.
Yeah, we can hear you now. So they want to try thief to start. Does that work for you?
From a game perspective, I think that makes a lot of sense. From a Wordle perspective, the goal is to eliminate as many letters, as many of the common letters as you can up front. So
Thief is fine there too, right?
What's that?
Thief seems pretty good on that front. There's 2 vowels. T, H, and F are pretty common.
So the most commonly used letters is A, E, I, O, U, D, R, and S.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, thief, you get the 2 vowels in there.
But you want to do like drain or something like that?
We could do audio.
Sure.
Okay.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, dude, yeah. He's the pro.
Oops, I help if I could spell.
Okay, so we got an O. So we know I is not in there. So we know it's not thief. So we could do thorn.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah.
Okay, so O's in the middle. We should also check for. Let's try broke. Broke. Okay.
Nice.
So there's no E, so there's a high possibility there's a double O. So
Yeah,
we
like
could,
that K can only go in so many places.
yeah, and I'm guessing K is at the very end. Can we try
Croc?
like CROOK? Oh, CROCK?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if.
Well, the
yeah.
O we wouldn't know there's two O's.
That's what I wanted to test. I wanted to have a word with two O's.
Yeah, but we wouldn't. It wouldn't tell us if there was two. It wouldn't reveal.
It
both.
will. It will tell us if there's two.
I mean, right now, like, because we know there's one, but like it, we haven't given enough.
Well, you know that it doesn't have any other vowels, right? You use the
Mhm.
A, the U, the I, and the
Yeah.
E.
So chances are, well, we can try croc.
Do you want to try that?
Yeah,
Sure.
let's try croc.
Oops.
Oh, dang.
About crook. Crook.
Um.
Oh, it was with the double O's.
All right.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
I wasn't asking the right way, but I was like, because like if you're on Wheel of Fortune and you guys R, all the R's show up.
Yeah, no, not
That's
in
not how
Wordle.
this works. Okay,
You have
cool.
you have to put in two
That
O's
was
to
my
see if
question.
there's two O's.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah.
Nope, you're good. Hey, good job, guys. We got there.
All right. Let me find my tower thing. So,
Woo! Wordle.
move this over. Yeah,
I love me
congratulations.
some
You've
Wordle,
got
man.
done your
One
first
for
one.
one in Wordle. Yeah.
With the puzzle solved, the doors swing silently inward. You see that the room is a large chamber with a domed golden ceiling. The walls are made of green jade, and the floor is ivory, partially covered by thick rugs. Smoke with an exotic scent of incense floats up from braziers on golden tripods, and behind them there's an idol on a sort of marble couch. The idol has the body of a man, desiccated and sallow, but the head is one of nightmare and madness. It has flaring ears, a curling proboscis, and white tusks tipped with round golden balls. The eyes are closed, and running down its face there are streams of pure platinum. Before the idol, you see a low table with several empty vials. What do you do?
I think we. So, I mean, my question is like, do you feel like there's additional traps in this room or reasons to worry that we can't just like, do we have to solve the riddle of the idol, or do we have to solve additional puzzles on our way there? Do you think?
I would guess that there's a trap in this room as well. You said there's empty potion bottles, and the platinum looks like tears running down from the
Yeah, I think
statue's
we have to
eyes.
fill out the vials, but I'm thinking like, how do we get there?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
That is, you correctly described it. Yes, there's a vial. There are several empty vials. There is what appears to be tears of platinum running down the face of the idol.
So I don't want to step on the rugs. So I think. Yeah, I don't know. Shit. I wish we had detect magic. But I mean, everything's just gonna say yes. There's magic, so it probably wouldn't even help. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we should. Can Yoshimi cautiously take one step into the room?
Sure. As you step into the room, the eyes of the idol open suddenly. This is
Okay.
no statue, but a living creature.
Yep.
The trunk lifts and quests about, and its topaz eyes stare unseeing. The being speaks in a strange, flat voice and says, "Who is there? Another to torture me again? Will you never be done? Is there no end to my agony? Tears made of platinum roll from the sightless eyes and down the creature's face.
I say, no, we have not come to further your suffering, but we have come to relieve our own.
He says, "Come near that I may see you."
All right, Yoshimi cautiously but slowly steps towards the idol.
Okay. So as you approach the idol, it reaches out with its tusk and touches your face and shoulders lightly. And it
Okay.
says, "You are one who has seen the worlds beyond and conversed with those who had fashioned themselves gods over your race. Perhaps your quintessence is more generous than those who have come to me before. Perhaps you concern yourself with more than mere mortal wealth." He raises his slight arms, which you notice are chained to the couch. "Perhaps you would return me to my place of honor."
I would be honored.
Okay. He says then, "I feel the end of time draws near, and you are the hand of fate. Cut out my heart, then get you from the tower quickly. Fear not, your way shall be made clear. Let me be free of this cage of broken blind flesh, and I will once more be the thief king Zihoni, morning crowned and shining, with wings to fly and feet to dance and eyes to see and hands to break. When you're clear of the tower, bring my heart to my brothers in their forgotten and unkempt tomb. There the great magic will be completed, and the vengeance of Zihoni and my brothers will be carried out upon those puny thieves, godless and greedy, who have forgotten the old ways and are evil entirely. And you shall be the witness to my vengeance."
Sounds dope. Um, yeah. So he wants us to. All right.
Is
Uh,
this
I don't
oh,
know. Maybe
so
the question might be like, what happens if we don't?
so is this guy bringing down the Thieves Guild? Is that what I'm
That
understanding? Like he's gonna
sounds
get
like
out
it.
and murder
Yeah.
the Thieves Guild? Do we want that to
He's the
happen?
rightful he's the rightful like
Yeah.
heir of the Thieves Guild. He's the
Right.
god of the Thieves Guild who's been imprisoned here because I'm guessing he was put here by the Baker King. The Thieves Guild is
Right.
corrupt,
Okay.
and
Something
he's
like
going to
that. Yeah.
restore them
Um,
to
I,
their
I
former
trust your
glory.
judgment on the matter.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
probably ask him. He seems pretty.
Sure. What? Tell us. Yeah. I don't know. Like, I say, like, before I free you, I need to know more about what you plan to do.
Sure. He says, "I yearn to be free of this mortal prison and return beyond the stars to my rightful place in the pantheon."
Who put you here?
He says, the thieves once were concerned with more than lining their pockets. They were concerned with keeping the mighty in their place and the low fed and clothed. And no longer is that the way. Not since the
Mm.
Dark Ones took all worship.
Mm. Who are the dark ones?
He has the chaotic gods of thieves.
Mm. Okay. You're chaotic. He's chaotic.
No,
Uh,
he's law.
He's lawful. Okay.
He
yes,
is law.
he's a
Interesting.
lawful thief
Interesting.
god.
Okay. So yeah, any objections to cutting his heart out?
No. Jude says, "We will see
Nope.
it done. You're
Yeah.
a god of justice, and we
Yeah.
serve you." Why serve
All
you?
right. Yeah. I will use my mithril dagger and oblige him.
Great. You drive the sword deep, and blood streams over the blade in your hand. The creature Zihoni shudders convulsively, then lays back quite still. You cut out the creature's heart, a large gem larger than your fist that reflects the light in the room and turns all crimson. The tower begins to shudder as the creature's body begins to change and transform. You feel the cool dawn air seeping into the chamber, and when you turn around, you see a portal has opened in the wall of the tower and into the gardens that surround it. I assume you leave the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get the hell out of
here.
You pass through the portal, and you hear a great rumbling and watch as the tower crashes into the earth, filling the courtyard and blinding you with dust. When the dust settles, the tower is completely gone, and you stand alone inside the walled garden. The gem glows in the light of the rising sun.